Thanks, Reese, here in Texas, where everything is bigger. Texas A&M and Arkansas battling it out for the 7th straight season here at AT&T Stadium, one of the most impressive venues for a football game in the country. And you know, while you guys have superstar actress Gabrielle Union, we've got Justin Bieber. Well, kind of. Arkansas quarterback Nick Starkel will not be wearing his lucky Justin Bieber shirt for the first time in a year. Why? Well, it was bad luck last week. Razorbacks lost to San Jose State. Starkel threw 5 picks. Check out his tweet following the game. No more nonsense. Every coach would love that. Well, it got his favorite singer's attention, Justin Bieber, replying, "I'm disappointed." Yikes. Well, a little superstition, got to do whatever works, especially for Starkel today as he goes against his former team, Texas A&M. Now, Starkel lost the starting quarterback job to Kevin Mond. And Mond, who's not superstitious, but kind of reminds me of another Justin Bieber hit, Confident.
The SEC has a lot of great quarterbacks. In my opinion, I'm the best one, and that's not just because I'm a confident person, but I actually believe that I got to go out and prove it on the field.
Well, that clip's from back in July, and now the Aggies are 2-2 and changing their tune a little bit. Aggies and Mond look for their first SEC win today and regaining a little bit of confidence. But Mark and Dusty, is it too late now to say sorry? I couldn't help myself. Justin Bieber reference, guys.
Oh, I see what you did there, Olivia. I see what you did. For me, it's another Bieber special, a no-brainer. That urgency is the buzzword for both Starkel and Mond today for respective different reasons. We're underway. Arkansas winning the toss. They elect to receive. It'll be first down and 10 when they get the ball. And hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, chopping it up with Dusty Dvorak. You heard from Olivia just a moment ago. Dusty, 2 years ago, 2017, Starkel beat out Mond. Last year, Mond beat out Starkel. That brings us to today as competitors. Interesting story.
Teammates, and now they take the field against one another. For Kellen Mond, he's going to have to get off to a faster start. Had a good fourth quarter against Auburn. He'd like to get it going sooner. Nick Starkel, he's going to try to alleviate and eliminate the ghosts from last week's 5 interceptions. Needs to just take what the defense gives him here today.
Saw that little pregame moment, the two of them dapping each other up, but it's all business right now. The friendship on hold. Woods with the reception for the Razorbacks, and out of the gate quickly and efficiently, first down and 10. Starkel completing 60% of his passes on the season, 6 interceptions against 14 touchdown passes. 5 of those picks coming last week in that loss at home against San Jose State. Fisher on the right, Morris on the left. Morris talked about the power of one coming into the game this week. One play, one player, one moment can turn an entire season around. They get the pass complete to O'Grady, who pulls his way for a gain of 9 yards.
Love the play design here. They fake it to each flat, and they come back to maybe their biggest playmaker on offense, Cheyenne O'Grady, tight end screen in the middle of the field. Want to get him the football early and often. He's outstanding with the ball in his hands after the catch.
Dusty, important to note that Trey Knox, number 7, their most potent wide receiver, not in the ball game here in this opening series. They gash that front for the first down. That's Rakeem Boyd, another Texas A&M transfer. He picks up 14 for the first down.
Big hole off the left side. Left side of the offensive line does an excellent job cutting down the backside. Big hole opens up, and Rakeem Boyd gets those shoulders square and gets a nice pickup.
Boyd, the leading rusher on the team, with 394 yards coming into the game this afternoon. Devois Whaley comes in for him. Little jet sweep action. That's to Hammonds, and Hammonds goes east-west, couldn't get north-south. No gain on the play. Brought down by Michael Clemens.
It's quality pursuit to the outside. Anthony Hines, the linebacker, forced the action back in, and then Michael Clemens, the defensive end. Very good pursuit to the football for a minimal gain.
Second down and 9. That defensive front for the Aggies, the strength of the D so far this season. Whaley still in the ball game, takes the handoff from Starkel. keeps those legs moving and picks up about 3. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 to go on the gain of 4. Folks, keep in mind, regardless of the point spread, and A&M comes in considerable favorites. 6 of the last 7 meetings have been decided by 7 or less. 3 of the last 5 went to overtime.
Traylon Burks out of the slot, true freshman wide receiver. Watch him.
Starkel with time, has a man, and incomplete at the 9-yard line, knocked out of bounds. It was intended for Burks, who you were just referring to, Dusty, but Charles Oliver made a nice play on the football.
Absolutely, really nice job on the outside. 21, the defensive back, is able to get his hand in there and create just enough disruption. Charles Oliver with an excellent play, gets his right hand up. Burks unable to bring the ball in. That's quality coverage outside. Good throw by Nick Starkel, but better coverage out on the perimeter.
Connor Limpert on 4th down is going to attempt the field goal from 52 yards out. And he's going to hook this one the other way. So after a pretty impressive opening drive, Arkansas and Chad Morris come away empty on the board. Isaiah Spiller in the backfield, 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Mond fires a dart complete to his roommate, Jamon Osborne. Those two guys have traveled the football path and adventure together going back to their days in high school in San Antonio. Twelve-yard gain on the play, 1st down and 10. Mond is going to take off this time, using his legs and tiptoes out of bounds.
Texas A&M going with a little tempo here, trying to catch Arkansas on their heels.
It's an offense that has struggled early in 2 of their 4 ball games. Little double reverse here. Courtney Davis has the edge, cuts it back in. Got a good block from Kevin Mond, the quarterback, and all the way down to the 20. A gain of 18 for the Aggies.
Well, Courtney Davis may be the most explosive player with the football. I love the fact that the quarterback's going to get out in front and get a key block. Boom. On the corner and set up a nice run for Courtney Davis.
From the 21. Osborne split to the bottom of your screen. They elect to run it. And down to the 20-yard line, that's Isaiah Spiller, who had 34 carries for 255 yards coming into the game today. Brought down by Colin Clay on the play. Spiller actually has some lineage with this Texas A&M football program. He's the son of former tight end Fred Spiller. Played in the program several years ago. Has a season high of 116 yards a few weeks ago against Lamar. Second and 10. Looking Osborne's way. Comes back to make the catch right near the 1st down marker. And a 1st down at the 10-yard line. Osborne was working against Brown. Picked up 11.
This is timing. This is chemistry. Gonna roll. Mond's gonna roll to his left. Ball comes out before Osborne even gets out of his break. They've worked on this in the summer. How about going up and getting it? Full extension and the toe tap on the sidelines. Outstanding concentration by Jamon Osborne.
Impressive. First and 10. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They run it between the tackles. That's Spiller again. It was back to Osborne. It was in this game last year against Arkansas that Jamon Osborne injured his leg and missed 4 or 5 games and then finished the season strongly after that. But he's slimmed down this year and gotten himself about 10 pounds lighter and feels much more explosive and, in his own words, twitchier than he did a season ago. Second and 8. Empty formation. Mond gets rid of it quick. Touchdown Aggies. Smith with the grab.
Kevin Mond knew exactly what he wanted to do. Found the slot on the slant. Quick game, balls out fast. Kevin Mond on time and on target. A quick start here this afternoon.
That's his 8th touchdown pass of the season, the 40th of his career. As Mond goes up, a touchdown to nothing against his former teammate Nick Starkel. Starkel's chance when we come back. And welcome back, everyone, to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Number 23, Texas A&M up 7-0, courtesy of that touchdown a moment ago. Catch by Anais Smith, the true freshman. Arkansas hasn't won an SEC game under Chad Morris in this their second year. Rakeem Boyd in the backfield on 1st down and 10. Jerry Jones, the owner and the visionary of this building. Pass complete out of the backfield, actually the tight end O'Grady, who has been a favorite target of Starkel, pushed out of bounds by Carper. Carper got the start at safety today, a 9-yard pickup.
Well, Cheyenne O'Grady might be one of the biggest playmakers on this team. How about a couple of weeks ago against Colorado State? I talked to you earlier about how tough he is to get down after the catch. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. That really happened, ladies and gentlemen. And Cheyenne O'Grady takes it the distance. I was talking to a pro scout on the field before the game. Said O'Grady, the best pro prospect on this Arkansas roster.
Wow. High praise, 6'4", 260 pounds. That was Boyd on the carry. Picks up the 1st down. Had 10 catches on the season, already making a few here this afternoon. What do you make of Nick Starkel so far? I know it's early. Does it look like he's over last week yet?
I think so. He's off to a good start. Like to see him be able to run the football a little bit more effectively. That opening drive, hit a couple of throws. They're getting the ball out quick, trying to neutralize the front of this Texas A&M defense. He's yet to make a big play down the field. Everything's been kind of dink and dunk.
Well, he's got a little bit of chemistry with Burks, who's gone to here already. The carry by Rakeem Boyd. And Boyd stopped up by Matabike immediately. Boyd, another former Texas A&M Aggie, played there for a season, then transferred to Independence Community College in Kansas. And now Arkansas's leading rusher. Under 1.5 to go in the 1st quarter. Little blitz coming. Incomplete. Woods didn't look back for the ball. O'Grady was in the neighborhood as well. It looked like Starkel put the ball in between both of them.
Yeah, miscommunication a second time now. It's the second time we've seen Mike Woods and Nick Starkel on 2 different pages. Something that you'd think that they would have talked through and worked out over on the sidelines.
Woods had a big week last week. 4 catches for 115 yards. 3rd and long. Blitz coming. Starkel got away from a tackler and made the pass right near the 1st down. Let's look at the spot. They'll give it to Morris. Morris picks up the 1st down. Picked up 10.
Well, Mike Elko brings pressure off the edge. We're going to see it come from over here, and it's an outstanding job by Nick Starkel stepping up, moving to his right, and finding the open target out in the flats.
They pitch it into the boundary. Boyd on the loose and down to the 30. A couple of explosive plays by Arkansas. That one going for 24.
Pocket presence is outstanding by Nick Starkel. He was dead in the water. Blitzer came too high. and the ability to step up, locate his target, and fire a strike to pick up a much-needed first down on third down, extending this drive was huge.
Whaley in the backfield now. He gets the handoff and dragged down from behind. He's going to lose 2 or 3 yards. Josh Rogers got there in a blink. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter.
A lot of penetration up front so far by this A&M inside guys. They've had most of their success running off tackle on the perimeter. Tough to maintain the big defensive tackles that Texas A&M has.
And that's going to be the end of the first 15 minutes of play, and this is the 75th chapter of Texas A&M and Arkansas. Their mascots made the trip. Reveille from Ohio. Whoa. Oh man, a Texas dog from Ohio? And a Russian boar. Okay. We come back for the start of the second quarter of play. Mark Jones, Dusty Dvorak, Olivia Decker down in the field. And Arkansas' starting quarterback, minus the Justin Bieber t-shirt this week, handing it off to his starting tailback, Rakeem Boyd, both a couple of Texas A&M transfers. Trying to get on the scoreboard still. Nick Starkel came into the game with 7 touchdown passes against 6 interceptions, and much more focused on the task at hand than in previous weeks, as reported by Olivia Decker at the top of the show.
3rd and 8, big down for Arkansas. Let's see if Mike Elko brings some pressure, showing pressure before the snap.
Jackson was in motion. Starkel has a little time. It looked like his intended receiver, Jackson, fell, bumped into the referee. And Buddy Johnson was there with a little bit of heat.
I think the umpire was the best defender for Texas A&M. Unfortunate for Coylin Jackson. Contact with the umpire in the middle of the field. Nice job picking up the pressure by the Arkansas front, but that's just unfortunate. I'd like to see that umpire try to get out of the way.
Limpert going to attempt a second field goal. Missed earlier from 51. This one from 46, and he drills it home. 7-3 now. So Arkansas comes up with a field goal, Dusty, out of that last drive. Better than coming up empty, I guess.
It is. Unfortunately, the umpire's in the way, runs into your wide receiver. There's pretty good coverage down the field by Buddy Johnson, but still, you'd at least like to see him have the opportunity. But 100%, it's the second quality drive they've had. The first was a missed field goal. At least now they come away with some points to get a little bit of momentum.
Smith back deep for Texas A&M. On with Capote. This one will go off the back of the end zone. Mond fires a laser complete to Smith, still on his feet. And Smith into Razorback territory at the 44-yard line. Doing a little bit of work after the catch to pick up 30 yards on the play.
I like that route run by Anias Smith, the true freshman. They like him a lot, and he shook the coverage of Monteric Brown. Well done by the true freshman.
Run it to Spiller, nowhere to go between the tackles. TJ Smith, the first guy to get there for Arkansas. No gain on the play. We'll look at bumper pool out of Lucas, Texas, 6'2" sophomore.
Your new favorite name in college football, Jonesy.
What's that?
I said that's your new favorite name in college
bumper
football.
pool. Oh, can't wait to say it again. It's an all-name first team. Mond. Complete. Down to the 16-yard line. Courtney Davis at the other end of it. Working against Cameron Curl. 15-yard pickup at a first down.
Protection was there. I love this route. Working out of the slot. Just going to shut it down and sit down. That ball's delivered right as he's getting out of his break on the curl route. Timing's been really precise for Kevin Mond and his wideouts here today.
Kevin Mond was offered by Texas A&M as a sophomore in high school in San Antonio. Initially committed to Baylor and then decommitted. And wisely out of the pocket, throws it out of bounds. Good pressure by Bumper Poole, who was in his grill
no foul
again.
for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the tackle box. Second down.
He was outside the tackle box. He had connected on his last 6 in a row until Poole, Bumper Poole, forced that miss.
You'll be saying that in your sleep tonight, man.
I'm gonna get the jersey. See what they do here on 2nd down and 10. On sets, now takes off and sacked. Back at the 20-yard line by Soley. Soley playing with that big club on his hand, but good enough to wrap up Mond for a loss of 4, Dusty.
Well, it's a design quarterback run. It's going to be a draw, a setback, and you'll see the offensive line starts to block up the field, getting to the 2nd level. It's an outstanding job by Matteo Soley, the true freshman, playing with a club on his hand. Wow. He's got a broken hand, yet he's still been extremely productive. Coaches praised how he's played in his relentless effort to the football, as we saw on display on 2nd down.
3rd and 14 as a result. On with a lot of time. This time comes underneath. Complete to Smith. 1st down and then some, out of bounds. 1st and goal, Texas A&M. Great run after the catch. Outrunning Harris to pick up 16.
Well, it's a shallow crossing route, and it takes protection to get this route to come all the way across. As we're going to see this unfold, the pocket is beautiful for Kellen Mond. Allows Smith to come all the way across, run away from the coverage of the linebacker Dejon Harris, and then he's speed in the open field to get past the sticks.
9th play of the drive coming up. On looking into the end zone, incomplete for Osborne. He was working against Brown, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and goal.
Good coverage outside. I bust to Brown as he goes, a little one-on-one. I like this route. Ooh, that could have easily been a grab. Got away with the grab there. Another crisp route run by Jamon Osborne. Talking with the coaches, his work ethic is second to none, and has really become, him and Kellen Mond, not only best friends, but the leaders of this offensive football team.
Great chemistry. 2nd and goal now. Mond 9 of 12. Hands it off. Spiller, hand walking. Touchdown! Let's see if this stands. Because he lunged at the last moment. We'll have to see if his knee touched.
Going to be close. I love the extra effort by Isaiah Spiller. A little jump cut. Jump cut makes the initial defender miss. As you can see, he's hit at the 3.
Wow, what an effort.
Ooh.
I'm going to give it to him, Dusty.
I think he crossed the plane. The arm hits, and it's a question of, was the nose of the football over the front of the plane? I think it's going to be so close, you're not going to be able to overturn it. Outstanding extra effort by the true freshman, Isaiah Spiller, to get into the end zone.
And just like Jimbo Fisher is wont to do, that he's in his quarterback's grill with some explanations. And his team is leading 14-3, folks.
Well, as we hear all the time, it's a game of inches and extra effort. The true freshman Isaiah Spiller makes a man miss, lunges, and gets the Aggies on the board.
An absolutely brilliant day here in Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium. Mark Jones, Dusty Dvorak, Olivia Decker down to the field. 14-3 Aggies looking for their 3rd win of the season, coming off a loss last week against Auburn at home. Like Dabo did, he changed the culture from the inside. Starkel over the middle to his tight end O'Grady. O'Grady deep into A&M territory at the 32. Finally brought down by Carper, and he picks up 27.
Well, Cheyenne O'Grady's had a heck of a first half. Watch him just work to the middle of the field. Linebackers are going to be up. Safety gets caught up looking in the backfield. Middle of field's wide open. Nick Starkel identifies it. Easy pitch and catch to his favorite target of the afternoon.
Well, you can understand why the NFL scouts love his talent. They set up the screen well. Really. And another first down at the 17-yard line for the Razorbacks. Richardson finally with a tackle, but a gain of 16.
Love the big hogs, if you will, getting out in front. Well executed. It's a double screen, one to each side. Watch the big guys get out in front. 51 gets on a second-level player. The center, 66, Ty Clary.
Starkel taking a shot into the end zone, and a late flag coming. That's going to be interference against Charles Oliver. Traylon Burks was the intended receiver. Got a little too handsy down there.
It's a good matchup. Remember the first possession was excellent coverage by Oliver, knocking a ball loose on a big third down. Try to throw the slot fade to Traylon Burks. Charles Oliver.
Pass interference, defense, number 21. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul with an automatic first down.
Working out of the slot. One-on-one coverage, just manned up. I mean, you could have gone either way. It was illegal contact before the pass was thrown, and clearly interference as it was in the air.
Arkansas with an opportunity here. Rakeem Boyd in the backfield. Boyd. Boy, they are rolling up their sleeves, Dusty, and playing some football between the tackles. Michael Clemens, the first Aggie to get there, making the tackle.
Strength of this defense up front, a defensive line. Michael Clemens going to get penetration off the side. He's unblocked, squeezes down well on the inside zone, makes a play right at the line of scrimmage. I just have to ask, where's that tight end Cheyenne O'Grady in the red zone?
Starkel, they tried to hit the corner coming inside, picked off, intercepted by Matabike. An errand, ill-advised, cataclysmic throw by Starkel. His 6th interception in the last 2 games.
Well, this is all panic from Nick Starkel. He's got to be smarter with the football. Even a sack in this situation is better than the end result. Nick Starkel gets pressure, comes in his face right now. Looks like they wanted to shovel it, and instead he just throws it up, bounces off a defender, and the big defensive tackle. Justin Matabike with a big play and turnover for the Aggies.
Well, an interception a moment ago, killing that Arkansas drive. And there we see one of the great traditions here in college football, Texas A&M. Dusty, I missed you last night at midnight yell practice.
Don't be yelling to these good people.
Fumble on the field. Arkansas scoop, score. They got it right back. Room service. Harris. A bad exchange with Mond and Spiller. And T-John Harris there to scoop it up and score the touchdown. Wow, just when it looked like all the wind had come out of their collective sails, they get a free one on the fumble.
What do they say? Timing is everything. Yep. Boy, was timing perfect for Arkansas to get a scoop and score touchdown. It's a problem with the handoff. Mond thought he gave it to Spiller. Spiller didn't think he was giving it. Ball's on the ground. Hogs in the end zone. We got a ball game at Jerry World. Arlington is known as the fun capital of Texas. Jerry World, Rangers Ballpark, Hurricane Harbor Water Park, and Six Flags over Texas. Close to my old stomping grounds, Jonesy.
You're from Lake Dallas, right?
That's right. I've frequented all these spots, man.
I hear you're huge at the water parks, man. They got one here, right?
You just Hurricane Harbor, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt. First down and 10 for the Aggies. Kevin Mond, 16-9 as a starter coming into this afternoon. At the pass, fumbled it. He put it on the ground. This time able to scamper and get it back. TJ Smith with the hit on the play.
Well, T.J. Smith made a couple of nice plays today.
And Mond is limping.
The defensive tackle spot. Let's watch him work inside. We're going to see him come right over here. Sorry, he was coming more off the edge. Beats the tackle, 75. Luke Matthews, who's in the game. Backup who's having to play.
Boy, and Nick Starkel is being carted off the field.
He's a true freshman to be coming in for Arkansas, Zach Calzada.
That's all good.
Oh, Ben Hicks. Sorry,
Ben Hicks started the game. Started the season, the first 2 games. They handed off this time. Spiller able to get the handoff, unlike the last time. And that's the picture of concern for the Arkansas side right now. Starkel, the starting quarterback for the last couple of games. Looks like he's holding his arm. Let's take one more look at the previous play after this one. Maybe see where he was shaken up. Might have happened on the interception.
It did. He tried to make the tackle and he got run through.
3rd and 20 for Mond, hands it off. That's Caboti, nowhere to go for him. And it's 4th and long. Let's take a look at Nick Starkel and how he was shaken up after the interception. Boy, he put his hat down and got trucked by Matabike. And he comes up holding that left arm.
Ben Hicks actually won the starting job to start the season. Started against Portland State and played the first half against Ole Miss. And then they gave Nick Starkel an opportunity. He kind of took off and ran with it. Ben Hicks familiar with the system of Chad Morris. He was with him at SMU before transferring here to Arkansas.
Also a transfer. This is Burks on the return. Back to the 26. Trying to get to the edge. Got a nice block. Sprung him loose. Burks into A&M territory at the 40-yard line. And the Hogs have come alive. Braden Mann, the punter, made the tackle on the play. A 55-yard punt, but 33 coming back the other way. Ben Hicks is your new starting quarterback for the Razorbacks. His ball, 1st and 10 when we return. That's right, Matt. Olivia?
Bad news for the Razorbacks. Arkansas quarterback Nick Starkel is in the locker room. I just received word he is getting an x-ray, Mark.
Yeah, we saw him favoring that arm on the interception return, trying to make the tackle. Right now, Hicks hands it off to TQ Jackson. And he makes it down to the 39-yard line. And you look at the score, 14-10. Hicks now the trigger-man at quarterback. Dusty, what does it mean for Arkansas, new quarterback with a little bit of momentum?
Well, at least they have a guy who's taking reps, right? I mean, this guy won the starting job to begin with the season, so I don't think a lot changes for Chad Morris and how he's going to call this football game. We've seen a lot of perimeter throws, quick ball coming out fast and utilizing that talented tight end.
Hicks is going to throw it here. Incomplete. Tried to hit his tight end you were just mentioning. O'Grady would have been a tough catch, had to contort his body, and there's a flag thrown in the vicinity of quarterback Ben Hicks.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, defense number 52. Using his body to punish the quarterback. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Justin Matabike. I know that that's a big point of emphasis. He drives him into the ground. Don't ask me how I truly feel about those calls.
How do you truly feel?
I know that it's a point of emphasis. I was a defensive tackle. How do you think I feel about it? But rules are rules, and they continue to throw these flags. So as a defender, you may not like it. You've got to be able to adjust and try as best you can to roll off that quarterback and not continue to drive him into the ground.
Awkward looking end over end snap right between the tackles. Boyd still keeping those feet moving, powering his way, indomitable to a 1st down. Boy, a spirited Rakeem Boyd was spinning 16 yards.
Vision and burst through the hole for Rakeem Boyd. As that block goes, watch him see the hole open up and burst through it for a big 1st down.
Back shoulder fade, touchdown, Woods. And the Hogs take the lead. If that face doesn't say it all right now for the Aggies. Under 2 minutes to go, and the Razorbacks down a starting quarterback, Nick Starkel. Hicks comes in, and on his first series, he takes Chad Morris's offense into the end zone.
That's the start Ben Hicks envisioned. Watch the placement of this football. Back shoulder where only his receiver, Mike Woods, can make a play on the football. Elijah Blades has no chance. I mean, that's a fantastic throw. Little push off, but perfect placement of the ball by Ben Hicks. And I'd say the quarterback, he loves it as he daps up Mike Woods in the end zone. I mean, partner, this was a 14-3 football game. Nick Starkel throws a bad interception, and all of a sudden it feels like everything's going A&M's way. And then a couple mistakes, and all of a sudden, Arkansas trying to take a lead going into the half. We said it on the onset. These games, they've been crazy here in this stadium.
3 of the last 5 of these matchups have gone into overtime. 6 of the last 7 have been decided by 7 or less. Let's see what Kevin Mond does here, how he responds. Throws a completion. Boy, that was a dangerous pass. Complete to Courtney Davis. As Brooks had a beat on that. A pickup of 11 instead for Mond. Texas A&M with its full complement of timeouts remaining. They've got 3. Receiver formation. Mond going to take off. And makes it out to the 41-yard line, leaving him about 5 yards short of the first down. Cameron Curl made the tackle on the play. 1:35 to go in the first half.
Nice pressure coming off the edge. The true freshman solely coming off of one edge. They brought a blitz off the other side. Well done by Kellen Mond to escape it and get what he can get.
Mond thought about taking off and wisely throws it over the head of the closest receiver, Capote. And it'll be 3rd down.
There is no foul for grounding. The quarterback was outside the tackle box and grounded the ball beyond the line of scrimmage.
Good coverage down the field. Nowhere for Kellen Mond to go with the football. The defensive line kept him corralled.
Well, the momentum definitely on Chad Morris's side right now. Osmond, Mond's security blanket in motion. And he looks his way, fires complete to Osmond to the 48 of Arkansas. Working against Miles Mason.
4th first down reception for Jamon Osmond so far today. You mentioned it. When they need to get a play, when they need a reception, look for number 2. Great chemistry between him and his quarterback.
Mond under a little bit of heat. Incomplete, stops the clock with 34 seconds to go. Looking once again for Osmond. Looking for that magical and lasting engagement and connection on the sidelines there and on the field. Texas A&M. 2nd down and 10. Buckley in motion. Boy, Mond got rid of it quickly to his man down to the 21-yard line. Osmond with another reception. Working against McClellan. 13-yard gain. They got to go quickly. 29 seconds to go. 1 timeout. Mond completes it though down to the 10. Davis on the move. Davis touchdown. Courtney Davis made the catch, and then the turbo kicked in. I mean, they saw nothing but his shoe bottoms on the way to the end zone. Get comfortable. We're in the Taj Mahal of football stadiums. 21-17 at the break. Let's go back to Matt in the studio. This is college football on ESPN, folks. Presented by Xfinity. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. And what a great game we have here at the break at halftime. Texas A&M rallying with a late touchdown in the second quarter to go up by 4. But this Arkansas team, which hasn't won a conference game during Chad Morris's reign into year 2, looking good here. And so many stories to talk about moving forward here in the third quarter. Texas A&M will have the football. This is Smith. Still on his feet. And Smith is going to give them good field position at about the 32-yard line. First down and 10 from there. Dusty, when you talk about the first half, miscues were one of the prevailing themes. We saw an interception, a costly one in many ways for Arkansas, and then a fumble, scoop, and score.
Yeah, the miscues got Arkansas back into the football game, but I like the way Kevin Mond rebounded and was able to give them a lead before the half. Missed field goal to start the game off for Arkansas after a quality drive. Ill-advised interception. Nick Starkel takes a shot, try to make the tackle. And that was the next play. Scoop and score touchdown, put Arkansas back in business. And here we are, coming out of halftime with another close game between these two teams.
Mond was impressive at the end of the second quarter there. Completes that one to Buckley. Let's go down to Olivia for more on the situation.
Yep, I talked to Jimbo Fisher with Texas A&M. He said defensively, they got to be better against the run. They got to be gap sound. Kind of same complaint on offense. He said we've got to run better. There was a couple of missed pass protections that he's upset with. But hey, over on the Arkansas side, seeing quarterback Nick Starkel run back out here. Chad Morris told me he is not going to play in the foreseeable future because he can't get strength back in his arm.
Wow, you see that big brace. Great job, Olivia, that he's wearing on his his left elbow. He didn't start the game with that. Mond sacked back at the 33-yard line by Gabe Richardson, coming off the edge with some pretty good pressure.
Gabe Richardson, senior defensive end. Quality job with the pressure, gets to the level, the quarterback shuts it down and makes a nice sack. Watch it come, and he's going to shut it down when he gets to the level, come inside and get the sack of Kevin Mond. Nice play by the senior defensive end, Gabe Richardson.
3rd and long for Texas A&M here on their first drive of the second half. Little trips left formation for Mond. He gets time to throw, and it's incomplete at the 47-yard line. Intended for Osborne, broken up by McClellan. And it's 3 and out. They'll have to punt.
Well, Jarquez McClellan, he knew it was probably coming his way. Osborne, 5 catches, all for first downs in the first half. That's the 3rd down safety net. Excellent job getting inside position. Gets that arm in front to get the pass deflection. Big time stop on 3rd down to start the second half for the Arkansas defense.
All-American Braden Mann right there on your screen. Number 34 punting for Texas A&M. They came after him a little bit, but he got off a huge boot all the way back to the 11-yard line. This is Burks. And hauled down at the 16-yard line. A 5-yard return on a 50-yard punt. Carper making the stop on the play. The play fake. Hicks fires a dart complete to Jackson. And Jackson picks up a first down for the Razorbacks.
What about the boot action? Squares his shoulders and fires a strike to Quillen Jackson. Not an easy throw. Love the way he squares his shoulders up. Ooh, perfect pass on the far sidelines for a nice rhythm throw to start the second half.
Hands it off this time to Rakeem Boyd. Boyd told his story in the first half. A transfer from Texas A&M, played his freshman year there, then transferred to Independence Community College in Kansas. Leading rusher for Arkansas coming into the ball game here.
What a nice luxury for Arkansas to have not one but 2 quarterbacks with starting experience on their roster.
Boyd, meanwhile, 12 rushes, 72 yards so far. Backside heat. Hicks got rid of it to the right guy. O'Grady down to the 41 for the first down.
There's that man again. Cheyenne O'Grady once again. As soon as he clears the linebackers, a strike fired by Ben Hicks. Excellent throw to the big-time tight end.
Miles Jones made the tackle. Hicks with a little bit of time wide open to Woods. And Woods put his hat down and looked to run over the defender, Renfro. And they move the chains again. Chad Morris has to feel good about this sequence of events so far.
It's the best he's looked all year.
Yeah.
We're back and watch him against Portland State, the first half against Ole Miss. Maybe sometimes when you sit back and watch from the sidelines, it gives you a better perspective.
He's 5 for 5 throwing the football. Little option into the boundary. Boyd tried to go airborne and ends up gaining a yard on the play. That hurdle move is kind of in vogue still.
Got them hops, Jonesy. Whoop.
Yeah, you could turn into a helicopter, though, if you're not careful.
Be careful. Better make sure you can get up over the top of them, too. It could be a rough Saturday.
Boyd said that he wanted to touch the ball about 30 times in this game. Hicks has time. Incomplete. Threw behind his receiver, Traylon Burks. And it sets up a 3rd down and long. 3rd and 7 to go. Interesting story about Burks. Real low-key type of guy. There he is, number 16. Looks great in his uniform. 6'3", tall, rangy receiver. All he wants to do is fish. On the home visit, went out to the lake, fished with his coaches, and told them, hey, I want to come to Arkansas and be a factor. Talented true freshman. Trying to hook a big one here. Hicks makes the catch at the 11-yard line. And Burks hooked the defender on that pattern. Picked up 13.
Throw slightly behind Burks. Great concentration as he goes behind his body. It's a big-time 3rd down catch. He took the bait, Jonesy.
He sure did. Handoff this time. Whaley, touchdown, Hogs! Strike oppose.
This rushing attack has been potent for Arkansas. First half and then a big quality run here by Devwall Whaley. It's a great cutback and the vision to see it was fantastic by Devwall Whaley.
That's a guy they wanted to become more of the offense. Get him more involved. And it worked on that play. Arkansas leading by 3. They are revitalized, Bartler.
Well, Arkansas needed a play to come out in the second half. Great drive. Watch everything down the zone. See the vision, the cutback, and Devwall Whaley finds the end zone. I'm going to show you a look at my vantage when you get back. Mark Jones, did you know that the world's first frozen margarita machine was adapted in Arlington in 1971 based on the 7-Eleven Slurpee machine?
No way. So they got their inspiration from 7-Eleven?
Oh, thank heaven.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Traylon Burks has been like 7-Eleven. He's been open all day. Well, the Arkansan defense is on the field right now. Mond keeps it on a predetermined quarterback run in a nice game, Dusty, of 9 yards. We've seen him keep it in the run game by design here this afternoon, a little bit more than previously, right?
Well, I would utilize him, especially they're not generating any rushing yards with their running backs. Whatever you can do to get the ground game going, like a little speed option into the boundary. Good choice by Kevin Mond to tuck it up and get a quality pickup.
2nd down and 3. They marked it back at the 48-yard line. Mond hands it off, and a first down run by Jacob Cabody. Cabody averaging about 4 yards per carry on the season. He actually started against Auburn last week. Also started against Lamar, ran for 45 yards in that game. Well, a true freshman Spiller and Cabody have been doing a nice job. This is Cabody, and he picks about 4 on the play. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Arkansas leading by a field goal. Keep in mind, this Arkansas team went 2-10 a season ago. Most losses ever for a Razorback team. Did not win an SEC game. But all week, Chad Morris has been preaching the power of one. One game, one player, one play, one moment is all it takes to turn a season around. Looking for that here this afternoon. Mond has a different script right now, and he runs it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Boucher makes the tackle, but a first down for the Aggies.
This is really quality blocking on the right side. Watched him get hooked all the way around. The running back's going to lead out. Just going to be a quarterback sweep to the right. 54, Carson Green seals the edge, and Kellen Mond with another quality pickup as a runner.
45 seconds to go at the 34-yard line. Mond hands it off to Cabody. Broke a couple of tackles for the first down. Down to the 20-yard line. Tonight we'll have number 5 Ohio State, Nebraska from Lincoln, where College Game Day is. Buckeyes have won 4 straight, dominating that series, but we heard Gabrielle Union say something different in terms of her prediction.
Go ahead and take the Huskers then. I know you want to.
I love Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, but I don't know if I can go with them in terms of taking Nebraska.
No, you can't. Maybe they can keep it close and make it interesting. I don't know if they can win the game.
She went to school at Nebraska. Back to our Aflac trivia question. The 4 coaches that did not play football at the collegiate level. By name. You had these guys, right?
Of course. Chad Morris, Mike Leach, Sonny Dykes, David Cutcliffe. The old Pirate on the list. We got a wild fourth quarter in store. Come on back.
From Arlington, Texas, the final 15 minutes of play and a view from our beautiful hotel across the way at AT&T Stadium. Great walk from our hotel through the parking lot. Spent a little bit of time with the tailgaters prior to the Southwest Classic here today. Quarterback option. Mond got collared. Took a shot to the neck. And a nice hit by Grant Morgan. There's a look at one of the beautiful views here at Jerry's World. That huge scoreboard that runs from one 20-yard line to the other 20-yard line. Tough to keep your eyes off of it. Pretty riveting stuff.
It's amazing. This stadium encompasses 73 acres. Taj Mahal, as you call it. Beautiful place. Great crowd here today, too.
Mond is trying to pass. Complete underneath to the true freshman Smith, who's made some real pivotal and timely catches here today. McClellan making the tackle on the 11-yard pickup. It's good. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Good patience in the pocket by Kellen Mond. Took a while for Smith to come open with the underneath coverage from Jarquez McClellan. Pressure was coming, the pocket was being condensed, and Kellen Mond stood strong and found his target for a nice pickup.
And this is where Mond likes to lock on Osborne. Osborne goes in motion to the top of your screen. Goes right to him the entire time. Touch! No, he stepped out of bounds at the 3. They're going to mark it at the 3. He locked in on him again, but it paid off this time, partner.
Well, they use motion this time to get the exact matchup that they want, and Arkansas defensively loses him in the motion. Let's see if he gets in. I think he's going to be out to 4.
A great call by the official.
Take that back.
That's a
right
3.
there.
Yep. 4-yard line.
It depends on where the football is, though. That's where his foot is. Where's the ball?
They go double tight ends. Beal and Weidemeyer on 1st and goal. They're going to throw it. Touchdown, Davis. Off the great ball fake.
That's what running the football does. Play action pass, gets the linebackers up. Nice route run by Courtney Davis. Easy pitch and catch to the back of the end zone by Kevin Mond. That's how you respond after an interception.
Yeah, great point, Dusty. And for Davis, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. And the 4th lead change of the afternoon here. Well, Jimbo Fisher wasn't buying all the hype about his team being huge, almost 4 touchdown favorites. He respected the talent on the other side of the field, and they're in a battle here today. We'll be right back. Aggies kicking off. And Arkansas take it 1st down and 10. Crowd here alive. Hicks. That one batted down at the line of scrimmage by Tyree Johnson, number 3. 2nd and 15 coming up.
That's smart football. They ran that exact same play in the 1st quarter in the first 2 possessions. They faked a swing to each side, come back with the tight end screen in the middle. And the veteran, Tyree Johnson, defensive end, he saw it, read it, and was there to make a play. Smart football by Mike Elko's defense.
Look at Elko up top. The defensive coordinator, 2nd and 15. Hicks got rid of it and caught. Redemption for Burks, who is the perpetrator on that last penalty. Makes a great catch against Charles Oliver to pick up 31 yards.
The body control in the air by Traylon Burks was outstanding. Ben Hicks was getting pressured. He stood in there. He went to his true freshman, and a big-time catch for a 1st down.
Hicks with time, and for the 2nd time batted down at the line of scrimmage. Ben Hicks at 6'1". Height shouldn't, you would think, be an issue, but this one batted down.
Huge 3rd down, pressure in his face. Look at that, comes back. Wow. That ball's underthrown. Body control while he's in the air to come back, make the adjustment. And making amends for the mistake he made on 1st down. Big time play.
From the 49, 2nd and 10. Quick slant complete to the tight end O'Grady. Fights for some extra yards, and at the spot they're going to give him a 1st down.
That big tight end's tough to tackle. Man, yards after the catch, a little spin, lower the shoulder, move the sticks.
You got the whole package. From the 25. Hicks has time, one-on-one and incomplete. Batted down by Charles Oliver, well defended. It was intended for Traylon Burks. And you know what? It's interesting. We talked about it. Burks is 6'3", Oliver's 6'2". You got to have big DBs these days against these big receivers.
You
Dustin.
do. This is good position by Charles Oliver. They're jockeying for position. Ball's underthrown. Oliver in perfect position. And it kind of looked like Burks played defense there at the end. So it was an interception. Heads-up play by Traylon Burks going from the offensive receiver to the D-back.
Second and 10. Batted at the line of scrimmage again. That's the 3rd time that Hicks has had a pass batted at the line of scrimmage or deflected on this drive. Remember, this is why Hicks is in the ball game. Nick Starkel threw an interception, and on the return, trying to make a tackle, injured his left arm.
As you referenced, Ben Hicks smaller. He's listed at 6'1", probably closer to 6 foot. And that was a screen pass, well diagnosed by Texas A&M. They're ready for it. And then big old Bobby Brown gets his bear paw up and gets another pass deflection. Once again, big third down for Ben Hicks.
They got to get down to the 15. Has plenty of time. But good coverage at the 23-yard line. Catch was made by Rakeem Board. And it brings up a 4th down. Hansford making the stop on the play. And on comes the field goal unit, led by Connor Limpert.
He wanted to go to Traylon Burks. Double coverage, safety was working over the top. Really nice job by the A&M secondary. And Ben Hicks bought himself some time. Boyd broke out of the backfield just to get a little bit, but drive effective as he set up for a field goal.
Made one from 46, missed from 51. This one from 40. And he makes it a 1-point game. With 8:46 to go, the Arkansas Razorbacks, who didn't win a conference game last year under Chad Morris, looking to catch and hook a big one today in Arlington. We celebrate 150 years of college football. Cotton Bowl, January 1st, 1965. These are the images you're looking at. Arkansas trailed 7-3 before an 80-yard scoring drive. In the 4th quarter, they defeat Nebraska 10-7 at the end of it. Oh, wow, Northwestern with a quick response. Meanwhile, Jerry Jones was a member of that national championship team that we saw those highlights of a moment ago. And right now, his Razorbacks trailing by a single point. They celebrate 150 years of college football. Capote stomped up by Harris. And there's what it looked like. Jerry Jones, Ken Hatfield, former Arkansas coach.
That's cool.
Johnny Majors, Jimmy Johnson. In 150 years of college football, you've got a memorable game, a moment that comes to mind?
Oh, man, I've got a lot of memorable games, a lot of memorable moments. Goodness gracious.
Give it to me after this play.
Okay.
Let you think about it for a play. 2nd and 9. We continue to celebrate this great sport that we get a chance to cover. Mond incomplete at the 39, intended for Osmond. Give it to me.
Well, I tell you, I'll go back to when I was being a recruit, and it was actually against the Texas A&M Aggies.
Whoa.
Oklahoma, I was a recruit for A&M the year Oklahoma won the national championship, and it was a crazy game. Jamar Toombs was in it, and it came down to a Torrance Marshall interception. Oklahoma wins the game, and they go on to win the national championship. And I just remember being in that stadium in College Station for the first time. Was one of the coolest atmospheres I'd ever been in, and what an unbelievable game. And I already loved college football before that, but from that moment, I was like, man, I got to get some of this.
Did that flip you to Oklahoma, that result?
I might have already had the decision before the game.
Mond on 3rd and long. Got to make a move, and he does. Oh, he hit him with the 2-piece. Kellen Mond picks up the 1st down. He rocked Harris's world, and Richardson was left gasping for air too.
Sometimes you just got to make a play. Nothing's open down the field, so Kellen Mond, he's going to utilize his athleticism, and oh man, he put that foot in the ground, and Dejon Harris got left in the dust. What a play by the junior quarterback, Kellen Mond.
Good conversion, an 18-yard gain on the play. They run it into the boundary with Capote, and nowhere to go.
All right, I gave you yours, you give me mine. What you got?
University of Miami, University of Texas, Cotton Bowl. The brazenness and audacity of Miami meeting Texas at midfield, telling them they were going to whoop up on them, and they did, 49-3.
Ooh, Aggie fans love to hear that story.
So many seminal moments. That just happens to be mine. That, and of course the Sam Cunningham game, USC against Alabama. A historical game. A quick slant complete to Smith. Still on his feet. Picked up another 1st down 14-yard gain. Olivia, what's your memorable moment?
Oh, mine's easy to remember because it came in this building. First time I saw Jerry World and I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Super Bowl 45. Packers beat the Steelers. I was here with my whole family, tears, hugging. You know, we're huge Packer fans. Aaron Rodgers got MVP, and those are kind of moments you don't forget, especially I was sitting next to the late Packer great Bart Starr, and just watching his face as the Packers won. It was amazing.
Bart Starr, legend. 5.5 to go. Mond throws a dart complete at the 25-yard line to Brown. Working again against McClellan, Osborne, pardon me, working against Brown. Approaching 5 minutes to go, 7-yard gain.
Big third down. Remember, I would look for Kellen Mond to have a run-pass option here. Second half of this game, he's really made some big plays, utilizing his athleticism on the ground.
If Arkansas can hold them potentially to a field goal here, it would be huge.
And they were definitely working that clock, so a first down is only going to continue to turn that time off.
Aggies 5 of 9 on third downs today. Mond sacked at the 33 by Bell. It keeps them in field goal range, but it's fourth down coming up.
Well, Jamario Bell, this will be his second sack of the half. Power as he presses the edge. Watch him take the offensive tackle right into the quarterback, working on Carson Green. Just a bull rush, long arm, comes off. It was good coverage down the field and a big-time sack.
And as a result, Seth Small going to attempt this field goal from 50. Right on the mark, enough leg, good. And it's a 4-point lead for for the Aggies. With 3:52 to go, and Arkansas with its full complement of timeouts.
This was a scene to start the fourth quarter. The Aggie war hymn, legendary in College Station. They brought their talents to Arlington today. I mentioned it. Such a passionate fan base.
I get a little motion sick when they start doing that thing.
I just think it's so cool.
It's great.
The passion, the chants, the buy-in from the fan base and the cadets, it's second to none at times.
Hicks hands it off on first down. And a 4-yard gain by Rakeem Boyd. Brought down by Clemens. How important is tempo for Arkansas right now in the game? And pace.
Well, they're still sitting with 3 timeouts, 3:30 left, so I don't think it's, you know, a huge importance. You don't want to go slow, but I don't think you have to go pedal to the metal. I'd be locating that tight end, Cheyenne O'Grady. He'd be my best friend in these kind of spots.
Keep an eye on number 85. Downfield, what a thread, what a pass, complete. Burks with the catch at the other end. Charles Oliver helplessly defending on the play, but the true freshman out of Warren, Arkansas with a clutch catch.
Great catch, but how about the throw? The placement of that football was flawless. Excellent job by Ben Hicks coming off the bench and making some big-time throws.
Hands it off. That's Boyd. Hicks coming off the bench now, 12 for 20. That impressive pass to Burks a moment ago. Traylon Burks, the true freshman out of Warren, Arkansas. I'm told that only 2 things come out of Warren, Arkansas, Dusty: tomatoes and great football plays. Jarris Wright, Chris Childs, a couple to mention.
Starkel out after the interception, tried to make the tackle.
Hicks to the tight end and met immediately 3 yards short. Richardson on the tackle. Hicks is going to throw, and for the 4th time batted down at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down with 1:25 to go.
Little surprise.
And this is the ball game for Arkansas.
Little surprised we didn't see a potential run there from Rakeem Boyd. He's been going so well in the second half. It's a great job by Jaden Perry, 6'6", 290, to get the big right arm up. A huge knockdown.
A defining and pivotal point for Chad Morris and Arkansas when we come back. 4th and 2. Olivia, this is the ball game. Let's see what he calls. They're going to pass on 4th and 2. Hicks complete for the first down. O'Grady, money time, working against Oliver on the corner.
O'Grady making that money today.
You like the call? I would have expected a run.
I thought we would have seen a run on 3rd or 4th down. It's a good call. It worked, and you go to your most reliable player who's had a heck of a day.
Hicks again, and he wisely throws this one away. The closest receiver, Traylon Burks.
O'Grady now, 8 catches, 91 yards. Had 10 catches coming in to this football game. He's almost achieved that here this afternoon. I don't think he's finished yet.
A hugely productive day for that guy. Let my partner talk about how the NFL scouts rave about his skills. Hicks, double move, caught at the 24-yard line. Woods. A cool and composed Ben Hicks on the connection for 22 yards to Woods.
Just a strike on the corner route on the far sidelines. Puts it right in stride with his receiver, Mike Woods, where only his receiver can catch it. Man, Ben Hicks dropping dimes out here, Jonesy.
That was impressive. Under a minute to go, 58 seconds.
Look how cool, calm, collected he looks, too. Just chilling.
2 timeouts remaining for Arkansas. Hicks, and he's sacked back at the 33-yard line. They've got a couple of timeouts. Matabike was the first one to get there, and Arkansas is going to burn one of its 2 remaining timeouts with 52 seconds to go. Hicks will get a chance to talk it over as we take a look at this blimp-worthy play brought to you by Goodyear. Whether you watch it from the blimp or from field level or from our camera, a clutch conversion right there by Cheyenne O'Grady. And then this catch by Mike Woods. First down, keeping their hopes alive. As Arkansas looks for their 3rd win of the season. Blitz. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end O'Grady. No flag on the play. They just overwhelmed that line and came with some heat. Sets up a 3rd and 17.
Tyree Johnson coming off the edge. Really quality edge rusher. Forced Ben Hicks to move off his spot. Good coverage down the field. Nowhere for Hicks to go with the football.
Hicks steps up. Stays on his feet. Miraculously, Hicks with the trick down to the 18. 35 seconds to go. And they're going to use their last timeout after that 18-yard gain. And Jerry Jones is loving it too. Clemens missed a tackle for Texas A&M.
Arkansas, their 3rd and final of the second half. 30-second timeout.
Okay, so he can run too, Dusty.
Is college football any fun? Nice move by Brown. Flushes him up in the pocket. Clemens thinks he has him. He's tackled right. No, Ben Hicks isn't going to give up. He's fighting, he's scratching, he's clawing. Man. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, like what they're seeing. Wow.
A lot of fight by this Arkansas team. They're out of timeouts. 37 seconds to go. From the 19, Hicks drops way back, got rid of it, almost intercepted. Buddy Johnson had to go right through his hands.
let's take a look at it. It's going to O'Grady the whole time. He's going to try to work his way all the way across the field. Texas A&M was not falling for it. Two different defenders right there, Jeremiah Martin, Buddy Johnson. They were not going to allow Cheyenne O'Grady to come open. I like the play design. They try to sneak him out the back, go to the far side, but it's well defended by Texas A&M. Wow, what a game, what a finish. Both these teams fighting to the bitter end.
Jimbo Fisher's team will improve to 3-2. And Chad Morris will see his Razorbacks fall to 2-3 and lose for the 8th consecutive time against the Aggies. Hicks almost provided heroics at the end. He was invariable and inexorable right to the end. But they needed one more play. Kevin Mond began this game going up against his former teammate from Texas A&M, Nick Starkel, but it was Hicks that almost had the final say for Arkansas. The Aggies win it 31-27. Olivia's downstairs with Kellen Mond.
Thanks, guys. Kellen, this game is always close in this building. What is it about this series that makes the game so good?
It's almost like a rivalry, and you know, both teams come out and compete, and you know, both you know, a neutral site game, and so both fans come out and split. So I mean, it's always a great game, and it's fun to come up here and play in Dallas.
You guys rebounded from a loss last week. You got a bye next week before Alabama. What did you all learn about yourselves today?
Just to continue to fight, and that's both offense, defense, and special teams. Seth made a big-time field goal for us. Defense came up with a stop, and offense scored when they needed to. So it's a collective unit and great team win for us.
Congratulations, Kellen.
Thank you.
Kellen Mond with the win, 31-27. College football scoreboard next on ESPN to get you ready for Iowa State and Baylor. For Olivia Decker, Dusty Dvorak, and our entire talented crew behind the camera you never get a chance to see, I'm Mark Jones. Right now we send you to the studio for College Football Scoreboard.